Hey, I'm Reza and you're watching To Invest or Not. Just a heads up, this show is not financial advice, but only suggestions for further research. Let's get straight to it. In this episode, we're going to talk about some semiconductor stocks with potential. Let's start off with Spectra7 Microsystems Inc. They operate as an analog semiconductor company with its head office in Toronto, Canada, corporate office in San Jose, California, design center in Cork Island, and support location in Dongguan, China. These guys want to make the electronic products we use every day dramatically thinner, lighter, and higher performance. They offer virtual reality and augmented reality products, which includes DreamWe VR, which are chips featuring Spectra linear technology that allow VR and AR devices to drive resolutions of 4K, Ultra HD, and 5K with very low latency. They've also got Gauge Changer, the world's thinnest copper cable, as fast as and as thin as fiber, but at dramatically lower cost and lower power consumption. And finally, USB 3.1 consumer interconnects for use in ultra-thin laptops, tablets, mobile devices, solid-state disks, and wearable computing devices. Their revenue for Q3 of this year added up to $1.57 million USD, a 114% from Q2 of 2021 and around 450% from the third quarter of 2020. The company expects a more rapid increase in revenue and to achieve positive EBITDA in Q4 of 2021. SEV.V had quite the rollercoaster ride in the market, reaching a year low of $1 and a year high of $2.50. So it's a stock that's managed to grab some attention and provide some enticing entry points. With all their impressive tech, which are being backed by 55 patents, do you see this stock go to the moon anytime soon? We move on to POET Technologies Inc. They design, develop, manufacture, and sell discrete and integrated optoelectronic solutions in Canada, the US, and Singapore. Their tech is all about a novel platform called Optical Interposer. If you're wondering what an interposer is, well, they've been around for several years, and it's basically an electrical interface that allows electronic devices like microprocessors or memory devices to communicate with each other via high-speed metal traces embedded in a semiconductor wafer. Now, what POET has done is come up with methods for embedding or placing photonic devices or features like lasers, detectors, or waveguides within the top layer of an interposer, allowing high-speed communication between electronic and photonic devices. And you can get in-depth details on their website, but their tech can be used for data centers, telecommunications, Internet of Things, automotive LiDAR, and onboard optic markets. But let's not forget that all this impressive groundbreaking tech requires lots of R&D and money. In Q3 of this year, the company reported a net loss of $3.5 million US, which basically turned out to be the same amount as the same period last year. R&D costs for both those periods was $1.8 million US. The global market for photonics is said to be growing at a compound annual growth rate of roughly 7% to reach about $1.2 trillion in 2030. And POET truly believes their optical interposer can make a disruptive entry into large-scale photonics markets. PTK would have cost you around 50 cents on the venture exchange last year, but now it's around 80 cents at the moment. Do you see them break past the dollar mark and beyond? And lastly, how could we not talk about Quantum Emotion Inc. This Canadian company engages in the development of cryptographic solutions based on quantum random number generators. It develops and markets encrypted communication solutions for various sectors, including Internet of Things, mobile communication, and military communication. Now, while the most sophisticated cryptographic systems are pretty hard to breach with today's best computers, tomorrow's quantum computers will be able to easily crack any encryption key. And since we all have sensitive data stored somewhere in the cyber world, we all depend on cybersecurity to be at its best. However, cybersecurity depends on the quality of random numbers used to seed the encryption key. The more random the numbers, the more secure the cryptographic system is. And that's where quantum random number generators, or QRNG, step in. And Quantum Emotion say they have the first QRNG in the market the size of an integrated circuit called QNC.V. It's small enough to be used in consumer electronics, but also packs more power than any other product out there. If you're bullish on cybersecurity and the technology of tomorrow, then you could start tracking QNC.V.'s success. The market for QRNG applications is predicted to reach $14 billion by 2030, and the stock market places QNC.V just under 20 cents. Well, that's it for now. If I have missed anything out, let us know in the comment section below so we can cover it on our next show. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any updates. See you soon.